Hi and welcome to the Star Citizen stream. We're on 3.19.0 PTU environment, running patch 8477529. And this is the second attempt at the second stream of the day because the first one crashed. In fact, not the Star Citizen software, the whole computer crashed. It is a very warm day today and I'm keeping an eye on my temperatures. But the confusing thing is that the temperatures are not high at all. In fact, the GPU is running at 49 degrees and the CPU is running at 38 degrees. So I don't know what the problem is there. Obviously something, excuse me, something I'm running caused the computer to crash, and it's not unheard of. It's Windows, you know. So yeah, we're going to try this again, and we've logged back into the Area 18 habitat again, and which is slightly surprising because when we crashed, when we had the 30k crash, we'd already visited Everest, and 30k protection didn't work. It's well over, well, it's about an hour now since, well, no, it's over an hour since the server crash. We've had breakfast, we've been on Spectrum and had a few words with the good folks on there, on the SC testing chat, while we were having breakfast, and we've come back, logged in, streamed for 10 minutes, it crashed, we started again, so here we go again. And we're going to go back to the spaceport, and we couldn't even retrieve our ship, claim our ship, sorry. He's walking in right in the middle. Ugh, some people. We couldn't even claim our ship because the software, I think, had frozen up when we accessed the ASOP terminal. However, we couldn't tab out of it, we couldn't LF4, we couldn't change to another program, we couldn't bring up Task Manager, the computer just refused to play ball. So, the only thing to do was hit the reset button and pray. But it's all, you can see it's all back up and running, okay. And we're just going to, oh, there's a tram just arrived here, we can run onto that. And let's just check the stream, make sure the stream's working. The stream's working absolutely great. Let's have a look at YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube. Well, you already know that if you're watching this. Yeah, that's fine. We're all good. We're all good. So, we're going to need a drink. We are going to need a drink, so if we just get 3 of these. Drag our helmet into our backpack. And drink this. That is a hell of a noise coming up when you open your inventory. Everything seems to be exaggerated when you're in your inventory, and it's good in a way and bad in another way. How long have we got? 25 seconds. Might be able to get 2 bottles down our neck in 25 seconds. We'll see. And the last bottle. Yeah, that's really quick. Now that's really good. Like that. Now, where are we arriving? Which side? This side. Okay, fine. Okay. So, we're just going to don our helmet again. I'm going to throw that on the floor. And we're going to chuck these down as well. There we go. Nothing to do with us. Those aren't our bottles, we never owned them or touched them, don't know who put them there. However, this guy, as I was saying in the last failed stream, he's got some awesome armour on. and he's got what looks like Orc Mark 10 legs, dust up. Well, you better watch out, you pal. Dust up core, and I'm not sure what arms they are, but they've got circuit system written on them. Obviously it's security armor, but it's awesome. It really is great looking, and I wish CIG would make this armor or a variation of it available for players. That would be really, really cool. And yeah, I love the matte black armor, and the helmet as well. The helmet is a Defiant helmet, but a Defiance helmet, but you know, we want more armors, more variations, because then you're giving people a choice, and not like they haven't got a choice at the minute. There's loads of armors, but Dust Up only has 2 variations, and I want to. It obviously exists. This guy's wearing it, so please, CIG, can we have this armor available as pledge gear or to buy in the shops or whatever? Please make it available to players in game. I would love you forever, on top of me already loving you forever. I'm going to turn that chat off. I'm also going to turn the stats off as well. We already know we're on EU shard ID 050. And yeah, how do you like it when I budge into you, Mr. Mohawk? Eh? Yeah. Anyway, we're going to come round and have a look at the status of our ship, which is still going to be lost in Hurston. It's not going to change. If it was going to be put back in our residence location, it would already be there. Sort of after 30-40 minutes of us being logged out to have breakfast.
Welcome to the
so we're going to have to claim it back. System. It's still unknown in Hurston, so we're going to claim that, file a claim. It's going to be 18 minutes. And
your insurance claim has been sent.
We are going to time that. But
Bye.
while we're waiting for our ship, we might as well go to DefenceCon and visit that, because it's only next door. Have a look at the ships here. Ship Hall Drake DefenceCon. I don't know why they call it DefenceCon. They should call it AttackCon, because that's all Drake ships ever do. They never defend fuck all, they always attack. But if you weren't watching the stream earlier, these are all on the left are the Cutlass variations. You've got the silver and the black and the rescue and the blue. Well, you've got the Cutlass black, the Cutlass silver, which is the troop colour carrier. I think that's the one on the end. This is the black, I do believe. Oh no, this is the silver. I know what I'm talking about, of course I do. This is the silver, the troop carrier. It's got all the seats in the back, so you're not going to get a vehicle in here. Well, actually, you might get a rock in here. You might get a rock in here, but I doubt it. Unless you could, like, ride up the seats somehow. The rescue has got 2 medical beds in the back of it, because it's a rescue ship. It's like the Pisces. Pisces only has 1 bed, but 1 bed's enough for you. And then this is the blue. The blue is a bounty hunter ship. Now this is reminiscent of, oh god, where's the oh, there it is. Open. No. Welcome to
DefenceCon.
DefenceCon. Open. And the blue has the. Oh god, do we have to? Yeah, we have to. The blue has the confinement chambers, whatever you want to call them, the holding chambers in the back of the ship. Now, if you know the Avenger Stalker, that has cells in the back of it. It's not got a use in game at the moment. However, That's not to say it never will have. And this ship just exemplifies that by being bigger, stronger, better armed, better armoured, with more bounty chambers in the back of it. And it's also got a slight dome to the cockpit.
But who are you kidding? You'll be blown up and picked clean long before they show up.
However, I'm interested in seeing the cockpit in the blue. I know the rescue silver and black are all the same, but I'll have a look at the blue cockpit, see if it's any different. Actually, enter pilot seat. This might be. Oh yes, that is much better view. That is a much better view. Yes, they want to put this design on them all. You know, if the Cutlass, if the Cutlass had this cockpit on them all, I would probably buy one, because what stops me from flying them is the lack of viewability while you're in the cockpit. But that's quite good. That's quite a good panoramic kind of view from what you can see. Yeah, that's great. I never realised that. I assumed that all the Cutlass models would be the same, but it isn't. The blue is slightly different. Yeah. And then you've got the Corsair on the end. You've got the Vulture. You've got the Buccaneer, the Herald, and what the? Oh, the Cutter. This is a Cutter. This is a starter ship, and it's really good starter ship. You know, you can fit a rock in the back of that, and it's a very, very popular starter ship. But all the Drake ships, they're all very basic. You know, like the Corsair. Instead of pressing buttons to use the elevator to get in the ship, it's got levers. Yeah, levers. Just bear with me one moment, and I'm just gonna check some stats out. Bear with me, because I'm not too sure about this. Temperatures on this computer with it being such a hot day. Okay, just bear with me here. We've got another 12 minutes before our ship is ready anyway. And the stream looks like it's still going well. I just need to update some software here. Right, that's all good. That is all good. That is all good. However, where are we? That's the display hall. Still another 10 minutes. And then you've got the you've got the Caterpillar,
Welcome to DefenceCon.
which is
While we have raked into
absolutely
planetary
massive.
celebrate the brave men and
And
women in the
I've sat in the
UAE,
cockpit.
I think we all know
There's no
that
way,
we're there protecting our borders from phantom
no
incursions.
way I would like to
Great
fly
is
this ship.
continuing to provide security at home with
It's
our
just too
affordable
big.
and reliable line of ships. Whether you need to haul cargo across
You
the
know,
First
it would
or
be,
protect your homestead from outlaw packs, Drake's got your back.
it would be awkward, I think, to land this in a hangar. Although I have seen it done by some good pilots, I wouldn't trust myself to do it. But yeah, this is DefenceCon, and excuse me, it runs. Well, I'll put the title, not the title, the doodah. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, you will do when I tell you. It's the DefenceCon Invictus Launch Week RSI page. I'm going to put that in the description for you, so you can link to it. Very easy. There you go. It's in there now, and should be viewable if you look at the description. Says we're taking a trip to Area 18 Spaceport in Arcot for the DefenceCon 2963 preview. So you want to have a look at that page, and it will tell you that I'm just going to bring it up. Just bear with me. Right, DefenceCon is on the 27th and the 28th of May. What I would do is, you know, you've got several manufacturers exhibiting on the same day, on the 25th and 26th. And I would maybe give Tumbril and RSI a day of their own and put that on the 27th and 28th and have DefenceCon running for the entire period. So you'd have DefenceCon would be on from the 19th to the 30th, and then all the rest of Invictus Fleet Week, they will be spread out between the 19th and the 30th. But DefenceCon is separate. Drake have been ostracised and excommunicated from attending Invictus because so many of the ships are used for criminal purposes and piracy. So the UEE has said, we don't want you. We don't want you or your ships at the Invictus Fleet Week. So that being the case, I mean, you wouldn't expect Drake to say, okay, you know, we'll still play your game and do what you tell us, but we're not coming to Invictus. They wouldn't say that. They'd say, right, well, fuck you then. We'll do what we like. And because they're in a diminished position, in a disposition, they would be running their expo for the duration of Invictus Week, Invictus Fleet Week, because they don't get the coverage or marketing attention that all the rest get by being at Invictus. So they'd have to run their expo for longer to make up for that. That makes sense to me. And then on the flip side, Invictus Fleet Week, you wouldn't have a break of 2 days for DefenceCon, because it makes no sense to ostracize Drake from Invictus and then stop for 2 days so Drake can hold their own DefenceCon. So you would have 2 expos running at the same time, one for Drake, one for Fleet Week, but it's 2 days. You know, it's 2 days where Invictus wouldn't be on, but then it is on. So more people get to see it, and in 2 days they can both go and visit. Well, DefenceCon will be on for the duration from the 19th to the 30th, which is 11 days, isn't it? So you would have DefenceCon running for 11 days and the others all running up until the 28th. And then on the 29th and 30th, you would have the finale, which is all of them, and that would make sense to me, and it would give people a chance. There wouldn't be such a rush, there wouldn't be such a rush for people running to the spaceport in Area 18. It would be more spread out over that week or that 11 days, and that would be what I'd be looking to do. So anyway, let me have a look at these temperatures. Right, okay. Really need to keep my eye on this. Really do need to keep my eye on this, because I'm thinking of upgrading my cooler. I have an air cooler, not a water cooler, and I'm thinking it either needs new thermal paste on it, or I need to replace the cooler. Basically, I need to replace the cooler, but I will keep a check on that as things go. But obviously, I'm not stressing it badly when I'm just walking around the starport.
Whether you need to haul cargo across the verse or protect your homestead from outlaw packs, Drake's got your back.
Because it is peaking, although it's running now at like 35 degrees, it is peaking at 60. So I don't think 60 is a terrible temperature to reach, but I'd rather it be 50 than 60. However, that's nothing to do with what we're doing, or what we're looking at, or what we're trying to achieve today. We're going to do some more testing. We're going to look into more things. The interesting thing that happened earlier was getting incapacitated in the ship while we were involved in combat. And
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I shared the stream with some people on the SC testing forum, and one said, "Oh, you got hit by a missile and knocked out." And I thought, yeah, right, and it didn't damage the ship. I've got shields, and it didn't do any damage to the ship, so why would it knock me out? It's strange, as that one. And I was sarcastic, and I said, yeah, it was quantum entanglement that passed through the ship and incapacitated me, or maybe Sherlock Holmes solved a mystery, or maybe I had another mouthful of granola, sorry, because it's just a glitch in the code that did that, and there's no explainable reason why, other than it shouldn't have been incapacitated. But the fact that I logged out and logged back in into the ship, into the pilot seat, and was able to carry on, I mean, it was fortuitous and providential to be able to do that, because then I didn't lose my armors or anything else. Kept the ship, but then there was the 30k, and I didn't keep the ship anyway, because it's the 30k protection didn't work. So it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, and these are the problems that we need to highlight and make CIG aware of, so that they can be addressed. And that's not a free drink, and that's not a free drink, and that's not a free drink, I'm guessing. No. However, it's funny when people try and explain things that cannot be explained, especially maybe CIG staff could come along and say, okay, right, we've now identified the problem, this line of code, when it gets past this value, it thinks that you've overdone it and incapacitated you, so now we're going to correct it. I would take it from CIG, an explanation like that, but not somebody on a forum who's guessing. Why purport an assumption as a maybe fact or anything like that? Who knows? We just report it, leave it with CIG, have faith in them that they're going to work the magic and maybe fix it, or find a solution to it. Who knows? It's not for us to identify the cause of the problem, just to report the problems. We obviously give as much information as possible, So it always helps. Some information helps, not all information helps, but the more information you get about an issue from people, the easier it is. It saves you asking the same question. You know, you say, describe to me exactly what happened. Oh, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything, it just killed me. And then you find out that, you know, they drew a weapon or used a tractor beam or pressed the G key twice in quick succession just before they got killed or something like that. And when you get to the bottom of it, you think, right, now I know what I'm working with. But you've got to ask some people the same question multiple times to get the answer you asked for the first time. Tell me exactly what happened. And I found that working in the computer industry, people don't like to admit to things. Because A, they don't want to be blamed for it. B, they feel stupid because they might have not done something the right way. So they'd rather tell you they did nothing. And that the computer just did it itself, you know. And I found that a lot, and I've had to explain to people, no, you know, the only way we can help you is if you tell us exactly what happened. And when it comes down to it, sometimes they spilt drinks over the top of the computer and it's ran inside the computer and shorted everything out, and then black smoke started pouring out of the power supply. I had a guy many years ago did that with glass of water, I think it was, or something like that, and he destroyed his motherboard. But of course, he kept the computer for 6 weeks after, didn't do anything about it, then brought it to us after it had completely dried out. There was no residue or marks or any sign that there'd been water in the machine, but we couldn't work out why. You know, other motherboards worked. But not this one. And he said that it just stopped working. But then it turns out that it spilt a glass of water, and because it was a desktop and it had heat vents in the top, you know, where the fan sits and draws air in, and it all poured in through there. You know, and he might have even cleaned the case to cover up for the fact that he spilled water in it. I mean, who does that help at the end of the day? They think they're helping themselves so that they don't get blamed for something they've done, but if it's their fucking fault, why not? You know, you've got to hold your hand up and say, yeah, I did that. Oh, I spilt water in it and I think I shorted it out. Well, yeah, you're right then. And it would have saved us hours and hours and hours of investigating. We tried everything. We tried taking the RAM out, we tried another CPU, we tried another graphics card, everything. And if you'd have just said, I spilt water in it, we'd say, alright, write it off, get a new motherboard. Never going to work. But funnily enough, all his RAM and his CPU and everything else plugged into it was fine. It was just the motherboard itself on that occasion. But anyway, we're going to go see now if our ship's ready.
Welcome to the aSOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And there it is.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Thank you very much, Claire. You are a darling.
Please visit us again.
Hangar 6. Hangar 6. Right. Hangar 6. We're going to have to get some more drinks. Because we had 6... Oh, no, we had goddamn 9 bottles. We had 9 bottles of cruise on that ship. And lost it. Oh, God. What's 9 bottles of cruise? 45 credits. In fact, I'm going to put an invoice into CIG for 9 bottles of cruise. You think I'm joking, don't you? Hang on, I know what I'm doing. Look, I'm a captain of this ship. I know what I'm doing, right? I'm just checking the back end of it to make sure that the snub fighter was there. Yeah, look, snub fighter's there, look. Just wanted to check to see if it was there. I didn't, I got the wrong end of the ship. Of course I did. Okay, so we're going to come through. Let's get 6 of these. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, 5 of these. Put them in there. Dive in here. Request takeoff. Turn everything on. Get the shields up to full power.
Enjoy the ride. System check.
Wait until that gets in the blue before we take off. In fact, we should do all this before we open the hangar doors, and then we don't risk anything. Because somebody with a bomb, who was a really, really, really good shot, they could drop a bomb here. Yeah. I mean, they could. They'd have to do it manually, but it's possible. Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. I'm going to set off, get up into the air, give it a bit more boost. Apparently not. I thought they'd opened. Okay. I'll tell you what it is, mate. You are a twat. I'm gonna have to repair now. And I'm not gonna get a repair, am I? Whatever. I'm absolutely sure I heard them hangar doors opening. Absolutely sure. Maybe it's just I've done it that often that I just expect them to be and there's Cubby Blast advert. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to put call to arms up and
thank you. Please visit again.
Priority. Specified route, that's salvage. I don't think there's anything else here that interests me. Although, what's these? An outpost, and that's a derelict outpost, so no, I'm not interested in them. However, while we're climbing, I am going to set a route for Hurston, and it better bloody work this time, and it has. There's our blue marker, so we'll just take the auto cruise off there. We might have to go to a orbital marker first, OM6, that'll do. Go to OM6, and then it's going to be, what, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to Hurston? With these upgrades. Fine by us. There's Hurston, so we just wait for it to spool up, calibrate, and there we go. And just gonna check the stream again. Stream seems to be working great, and yeah, that's all saved. We can go back now. We can go back and just hang around, decide what we're going to do. Well, basically, I've got to go pick the Ursa back up, and I don't know how much time I've got left on that now. So I want to find a mission. I want to get hold of my mate Red to find out what those missions are called. Where he said you can do missions like assassination missions, and you get some really good armors from them, and that pricked my ears up. Basically, yeah, I wanna do them, and want to see if the Earth is good for doing those missions. And I forgot which ones he said. We like, was it for Hurston Security or something? You go take some people out at a derelict camp. And the targets are wearing the armours, like Overlord, Hurston Executive Security, that kind of thing. Oh, plus I had an invite from Constantine Hurston. I had that mission, didn't I? When it 30k'd. Damn! Damn! I'm going to see if I've got that again. That was in my personal. That's from Ruto, that's from Tarpits. I want Tarpits. God. Anyway, no. You see, I'm a bit of a Hurston fanboy, I've got to admit. I do like Hurston. I've always liked Hurston. I know there's a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon because of Lawville 2, but my residence has always been Hurston. And I've had friends question that, and I said, why Hurston? It's a shithole. And I said, yeah, but it's my shithole, you know. And they say, oh, it's difficult to get around. And what, you mean like fucking Orison? Like getting around, you don't have to use shuttles. Or New Babbage, where you know, you've got to be Sebastian Coe. And if you don't know who he is, Google him. Long distance runner. Or, you know, Area 18 that's like a maze. Yeah. It's like anywhere. If you don't know where you're going, it's difficult. But once you know where you're going, you know where everything is, you know how to get there and back. It's really simple. We're almost there anyway, 2 million kilometers. But yeah, I really would. I think I'm going to go pick up the Ursa, get it in the ship, and then I'm all ready and set for when these missions pop up. But I really need to find out which ones they are. And when Red mentioned it, when my friend mentioned it to me, there was one available, and I said, "Oh, I've got one here," and he said, "Right, all you need is an Ursa." So I was waiting for DrakeCon, DefenseCon, to come up, and because I thought the Ursa was made by Drake, and he said, no, it's RSI, and I thought, all right, well, RSI's on now. So I rushed down to Area 18, rented, why isn't that moving? Right, so if I get out of that, get out of my seat, sit back down. Oh, there's a few errors popping up today. Haven't seen this one in a while. Right, now it works. Now it works. Right, okay. So, we need to find Millerand, no. Barnabas, no. Nope, not Hiram. Edmund, thank you. Go to Edmund, pick up the Ursa, see how much time we've got left on it, and then I think we've got like 8 hours or something, or I don't know what it'll be. We rented it yesterday and we had 1 day 17 hours. We might have like, well, we might have more than 8 hours left, but we'll find out. We'll go get it. But travelling around with it all morning and not used it, and I really want to use it, it's going to be a waste of time renting it. And that's what testing's all about. I mean, I've test drove it, I just haven't used the weapons. And I really want to use the weapons. So, yeah, the coming out of Quantum and then the ship not being responsive and moving, I've seen that a lot. I've seen that quite a bit. And you just get out of your seat, get back in your seat, that's the workaround. It starts working again. It's no problem, although it's a bit inconvenient. It takes 5 seconds to fix. Shouldn't happen, but it does, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's once every blue moon. If it happened every time, then I'd be reporting it as an issue, but it probably won't happen again today. We'll just see. We will see. However, oh damn, I'm gonna land here and then disappear for 5-10 minutes. Or yeah, it depends actually. Depends how long. I shouldn't be long. I need to make a phone call. Right, just coming in. Drop our gear. HDMS, Hurston Dynamics Mining Station, Edmond, and it's by the side of a beautiful lake that's probably poisonous due to all the shenanigans that Hurston Dynamics have been up to, but never mind. And we can land on any pad here, it doesn't matter. But we'll come in on this one because it's more or less directly in front of the terminal building. There we go, and we can land here. Or can we? Do we have to go forward a bit? Yeah, that's it. Unless you get it fairly central, you need to be more or less central before you can auto land, and I always auto land. It saves so much trouble. I know people say, oh, if you auto land you're a noob, but why not? It always works, it never fails. Well, it rarely fails. Like 99 times out of 100 it'll work perfectly. It's really good. So this is a small building over here, and we need to send that up. Actually, I should have done this from the pilot seat, but we need our cargo bay down. And bring the cargo bay down. This building will be able to summon, spawn, whatever the Ursa that we rented from RSI yesterday. Might even find a crate in here. Yep, there's a white crate, so we're just interested in the drinks and flares, although in local we're going to put the dog food and the Vestal water. Oh, we'll also take that. That is 6 tractor beam attachments. That's going to be useful. Usually we pick up the clothes as well. However, we're not interested in them this time because this is PTU. We're not interested in making money. Right, so Ursa is destroyed, and we've got, is that one? That can't be 1 hour 4 minutes. There's got to be 1 day 4 hours. Well, hang on a minute. I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to give it 1 minute and see if that changes. And if it doesn't, I know it's 1 day 4 hours. Yeah. But we can also summon our snub fighter Merlin here and our Pisces expedition. That's one of the reasons we have the expedition, is because it can be summoned on a size 1 pad, and these are size 1 pads. There's 2 of them. Every mining station has these that has a terminal building. They always have 2 pads. Different layout, but the building's always there. We're coming up to 45 seconds. And that is That is 2, 1, that's 1 minute. So I'm going to file a claim on that.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
And that's, yeah, that is 1 day, 4 hours. So we've still got this for 1 day, 4 hours. Plenty of time to test it. Even if CIG release a patch later today, we'll be fine. We'll have got it all done by then, I'm sure. In fact, while I'm waiting, why don't I Google? Why don't I use Google? Boom. Best uses Ursa Rover. I think I watched that, and it wasn't the best uses for what I want it for. Oh, I need to speak to Red. Where the hell is he when you need him? I might have a word with the guys on Spectrum actually. On the SC testing chat. Oh,
Goodbye.
Claire, you're kicking me out now.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Right, so we've got 1 minute 13 seconds, and that is 1 hour, 1 day, 4 hours. Plenty of time. Hang on a minute. Just asking SC testing chat what the name of the missions are, the personal contract missions. See if anybody can answer. Okay. Right, so we retrieve that.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
PB1.
following
There's only
location.
2 pads, it's going to be one of them. So come
Please
out of that.
visit us again.
There's our
Goodbye.
Ursa. Now, you're thinking you've left your ship on a pad with the cargo bay down. Nobody's going to be able to get in that ship. They might be able to use a tractor beam. Oh no, they might not even be able to use a tractor beam, but jump in here, in the hatch. Close the door. I don't even know if you have to close the door, but then we get in the enter driver's seat, turn everything on. I love this Ursa. I really love this Ursa. Turn everything on.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries.
Now
Join
then,
Blood.
we have to power the gun off, and the gun will go down the side, and when we power the gun back on, yeah. Brilliant. Lovely, lovely. Right, so I'm going to drive it around to the ship now, which is easier said than done, but oh my god, I love this. This is yeah, I've got to hand it to I've got to hand it to CIG. They've got the driving of land vehicles just about goddamn right. You know, the feel and drivability. And we need to be coming in slightly better than that. Now then, we got this worked out yesterday that we need our front wheels. We need our front wheels. Wait a minute. We need our front wheels like here, right? And that is perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so turn everything off.
Weapons system is on. Welcome to Roberts Space
No,
Industries.
get everything off. Get out of the seat. Right? And we know what we're doing because we did this yesterday. So then we bring down the hatch. We send the closed cargo bay. We send that up. We leave the hatch open because it doesn't matter. It's easier to get in it when we need it. And that's it. That is Ursa in the cargo bay. And yep, that's good. No mishaps. If you drive it further forward, you risk catching the front of the Ursa with the cargo bay. But anyway, I'm going to put these drinks and everything else into my vehicle. Even though I've already got sustenance in there, that's just a few extra really. And I could do a run around right now, but I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do is look for more of these missions. And it's going to be personal. Peeping Toms, Nine Tails, Private, not Sen. And Vaughn. Now Vaughn will get you a crime stat. I don't know who that is, but it's not going to be Hurston because that's ST1, which is Hurston. 61, I think, is Hurston. Yeah, it is ST61 around Hurston. Right. People are taking these, that's why they're disappearing from the list. But we're not getting the one appointment. I don't know who that is. Priority. Ruto. Reclamation and disposal. That's a dodgy place, is that one? Deaf and dumb, Nine Tails. Oh God, I wish I could remember the goddamn name of those. Cave on Hurston. You're never gonna get an Ursa into a cave or a rock. Be cool if you could. Let me check. Doodah. Oh, Trippy might give us an answer. Yeah. This is the problem. He's now asking me for information I haven't got. Like squeezing blood from a stone. Okay. No information yet. I'll keep looking for those missions. I definitely know they came up in... no, that's not Blackout. I know they came up in Personal, but I'm sure they were mercenary missions. Taking out a target, and I'm not entirely certain it was Hurston Dynamics that issued it, but... Oh God, I should have gone and... I wish the server ran to 30k. I wish I'd have been able to go to and met with Constantine Hurston. Yeah, that would have been cool. Because he's like one of the Hurston family, isn't he? It's like going to see Eldon Tyrell's nephew. Who's Eldon Tyrell? Fuck off. Just don't ask. God. Like everything you well, not everything, but most things you ask for help on, you've got to ask the same question several times before somebody's intelligent enough to give you the information that you've actually asked for first time. So have a nurse all prepped and ready to rock and roll. All I need to know is the name of the missions I'm looking for. And the personal contract missions where you can use an URSA to take out a target at camps. And that's what Red said. And there was one mission there, and I said to him, oh, I've got a mission here that sounds a bit like that. And I read it out to him. He said, yeah, that's the one. And I've forgotten which mission it was. Now, if I was streaming at the time, I could probably go back and look it up, and that might be a good idea. It might actually, if it took me an hour and a half, it'd probably be less time than it would be to get an answer out of some of these people. And that is me being sarcastic, because, well, no, I'm probably being pragmatic there. It probably will be faster if it took an hour and a half. It is such a lot of effort and time to get to the root of what you're asking. And, you know, English is my main language. I'm not like speaking, they don't have to translate it. Anyway, let's see if we can refuel and I'll do all that. We can't, can we? Why not? Why can't we refuel and... Oh, because we're not sat in the goddamn pilot seat, that's why. Duh. I know what I'm doing. I'm just testing you, right? I'm just testing that you're with it. Okay, now we'll be able to access the vehicle maintenance. Right, so didn't get much of a hit from that bang on the roof. And this is, I love this now. This used to be so problematic. It used to drive me up the wall, this vehicle maintenance. Right, and that's worked. That's brilliant. Even though we didn't get the sound effects, that's worked. So if I turn my engines on now,
Engines are on.
all fuel's full. What a beautiful sun.
Take
Look at
off
that.
cruise.
Look at that. That is gorgeous. Yeah. You could take a screenshot of that. In fact, I am going to take a screenshot of that. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is beautiful. The haze and the sun and the sky. Yeah. Lovely. The sun's going down, by the way. You can see how fast it's going down. That's beautiful. Love that. Right, so get up into the sky. Remember romance, the way we used to dance. Right, let's have a see. Let's have a see. Nope, still not online. So, God, I love the Andromeda. I really want to chase down these missions. They're impersonal, and chance to impress, that's Vaughn. See, these are Ninetales. It's not that. It's like a priority right for the ticket. That's Ruto, that's the guy, that's the dodgy guy in prison. It won't be salvage. Damn, I wish I'd have gone to see Constantine Hurston. That would have been a new line of work, a new story arc, a new chance to test and see new things and experience and find problems. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been great. Where's my volume button? There it is. Right. So, yeah. spelt that wrong. I'm just going to cut and paste this because he's asking me to repeat myself. Fucking people. Personal. No, we still haven't found out. We're talking to the guys on Spectrum. They don't know. I'm gonna have to get hold of Red and say, right, which goddamn missions are they? Because he's the one who knows. And it's almost coffee time. And I need to make a phone call. However, what I'm gonna do is gonna bring this Everest Harbour. Oh, we've got Invictus. We have got the Invictus launch fleet here. Right, so get in. Where's the station? Come on, Rog, give us a...
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you, mate. Where is it? Where is it? Over here. Remember romance, the way we used to dance, hand in hand. Da, 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 da. Des O'Connor, if you do not like listening to Des O'Connor music, there's something wrong with your ears. And you'll be like, oh my god, no, you do not listen to Des O'Connor. Yes, I do listen to Des O'Connor, especially when I'm driving. He ain't got a bad voice, and some of his music's great. It's like Bing Crosby. What, you mean a crooner? Yeah, crooner. Who doesn't like crooners? We've got Max Bygraves and what's his called? Engelbert Humperdinck and all these old greats. Now we're gonna lower our gear. Just come in here. We're gonna find out what these missions are, and then we're gonna come back and nail them. That's what we're gonna do. Right.
Have a pleasant stay.
So engines off. Get out of the seat. Get out of the seat. And transfer everything in our vehicles over. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna do some major investigation on this without wasting any more time, because we really need to know what these missions are. And I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna be back hopefully later. Don't know when that will be, but need more coffee, need to re-strategize, reorganize, and everybody's at I want to go lobby. Everybody's at Secport, whatever it is, for the javelin. Which we looked around it twice yesterday. We had a really good time yesterday looking around that. That was fantastic. Loved that.
Welcome to the aSOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Right, so we're going to store that, and it's going to tell us it's destroyed or whatever. It's unknown, but we know
Please
better
visit us again.
than to believe
Welcome to
the
the
first.
aSOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
So it's stored at Everest
Please
Harbour.
visit us again.
Now we're gonna log here. We're gonna exit to menu, and we're gonna end the stream. Like I say, got some business to do. So thanks for watching, and have a good day. Be back sometime. Catch you then. Bye for now.